What's going on, everybody? Today I've got the last video in the Flyways Collective Reaction series for this off season, and I've got another kayak duck hunt. I must be the kayak guy in the group now because I think 4 out of the 5 videos I've watched have been kayak duck hunts. But my buddy Titus from Mid-Valley Mercenaries, he sent me one of his California kayak jump shoots from last season. So really looking forward to taking a look at this video, and I hope you guys enjoy.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to the channel. I'm Titus, Mid-Valley Mercenaries. If you guys haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel. I don't say it a lot, I should say it more, but you guys won't regret it. So I'm out here solo kayak hunt down the river, and I've been here before. You've seen some of those videos. I've flipped over, got soaking wet, didn't shoot nothing. I came out here, shot honkers with Travis. I've come out here, shot a lot of wood ducks with Thomas. So you never know what the river's gonna do, but I tell you what, it always wants to take something.
Almost took his gun one time.
Properly, I truly believe that you won't lose anything or have something happen. But before I get rolling in the river today, I did want to show you guys my setup. It's 11 foot 9 inches, so because of the 119, and it's perfect. It's great for hunting. So a couple other tips: dry back, that's a huge must. And if you roll these up properly, they'll seal and they'll be full of air. You know, even if it falls in the water, you're gonna have no issues. And then of course,
super
I got my 12
important
gauge.
piece of
I'm
equipment for the kayak
today, which has a little bit 15% bismuth in it. Got a couple snacks, and I think that's it. That I'll tell you guys kind of my setup. It's pretty simple. Like I said, some snacks, some drinks, and I'm gonna get started. I don't like coming right at first light because it's hard to see, and it seemed like there wasn't as much bird movement as I came in the past. So anyways, I've done enough talking. Just wanted to show you guys my kayak setup. I don't think I've ever done that. Let's get started.
That's interesting. It seems like on our rivers, the first 30 minutes are typically the most productive, unless it's really cold, and then the whole day can be really good. It's interesting to hear that he likes it better once the sun gets up. This is a cool river.
I snapped a fishing rod right back there in that corner.
Really interesting looking river. Looks pretty shallow in some places, and then other places like this it looks pretty wide and pretty deep. Woodrow somewhere.
Okay guys, that's a good sign that there's ducks near right now. That means nobody's come down this river yet. One of the biggest issues going down the river is if someone's in front of you, you're just wasting your time. So I just seen 4 wood ducks, 2 drakes, 2 hens. The problem was when I came around the corner, I was way too far away to shoot. If it was a sharp, tight corner, I could have shot them easy. They're not super spooked right now, and they didn't fly as soon as they see me. So that means they haven't been getting much pressure down here. That or these are fresh birds. So that's a good thing, because usually I don't see wood ducks here. Usually it's farther down the river.
A little bit of rough water there. That might be where he lost his gun the first time. If you haven't seen that video, I'll try and put a link to it. Nice shot. Nice.
Got him. Yes. I never see wood ducks do that. I cannot believe they just flew right at me. Oh, that is gonna be fun.
Oh gosh.
It's deep right here, and that is a wall. Oh, you know.
Just gotta stick yourself up in there.
How deep this is. No sticking away.
Gosh, that is a brutal area to try and find a bird in.
Aha! Yes.
Did you get it?
Now, he rolled all the way back down. He fell a hit up here, and he must have rolled back down. Still in the high water mark, boys.
It's one thing to pay attention to if you are going to do a kayak duck hunt is check what the legality of floating rivers is. I know in California, like Tice just said, it's the high water mark. In Virginia, it's the low water mark, so that is going to play a big role in how you can hunt the river and how you can retrieve your birds. Beautiful Drake wood duck.
Got him. Gorgeous bird. I love wood ducks. Some of the most majestic and beautiful, and also some of the best tasting. I have never, ever, I don't think, had a wood duck fly right at me like that. I mean, I knew he was gonna flare. Those was a different group. I've jumped 6 so far. And those all came out because they get up in this thick stuff right here, and you don't know they're there. And unless they're calling, you're kind of hosed. And that's what's nice is when they're real active and calling, you're ready, you kind of have your gun ready, because if you're not ready, it's really hard to throw the paddle down, grab the gun, and then shoot. By then, you know, they might be out at 40 yards, depending on how skittish they are, but I smoked him.
I couldn't see if...
I feel like it's funny because I feel like I put a little lead on him and he was pretty close, so let's keep going. If I just get that one bird right there, I'm happy. All right, guys. I went to check that corner to see if there was ducks around there. And I was wondering if that was a bad idea. If I would have hugged this side, those geese would have never known I'm there. But they didn't look spooked, so I'm gonna hug this side and come around. He's right there. There's a big group.
Sounds like there's some flying, and maybe some on the water too. What I was gonna say is I couldn't see if Titus had a paddle leash. That's one thing that makes jump shooting a lot easier, because then you're not worried about throwing your paddle too far. If you have a leash on it, you just throw it and go for the gun. A little ways out there, but
there's no way I didn't hit one. No way. You gotta be kidding me. How? Oh my word. Doggone it. There's no way. I know I flock shooted. I just shot into the group, which is probably stupid. There's no way I shouldn't have knocked one down. I cannot. That literally about gave me a heart attack when I come around that corner. I knew there was a couple. I had no idea it was a whole family. And they weren't even scared at first. Literally not until I grabbed my gun.
yeah.
I'm an idiot. Idiot.
Them resident birds, he might have been able to paddle right up on them. Oh, what the word? What the heck?
Yes. I knew there was no way I didn't get one.
Huh.
Pick one out and aim. That was where I made my mistake. One goose, boys. This has turned out to be awesome. Come around that corner, and my good grief. My heart literally pounded through my chest right there. I knew I hit one. I was like, I know I flock shooted, which was the biggest mistake you can ever make. Come around the corner, you guys seen. I'll just go over it real quick. You guys obviously already just seen it. I sneak up to the edge because I seen one sticking out, and I'm thinking there's 2 or 3 over there, right? So I hug this bank in the kayak, and I'm paddling down the side. I go, okay, I'm thinking in my mind, do I just paddle super fast? That way when I come around that corner, I'm moving towards them quicker and then shoot them when they jump? Or do I sneak as quiet as I can and then barely poke out and shoot them? Well, I did option B and sneak out, and I think I would have been better off paddling super hard. But the problem was, I knew everything was gonna be shot off to my right, which you can only turn so far in a kayak. Well, then the next mistake I made, as you see in the shot cam probably, is I just shot into the group. I mean, they were stacked so tight. I knew I hit one. I was like, there's no way I didn't hit one. And probably 10 yards from where I shot, there was one right here. His head was up, and I mean, I'm right on the water, basically, right here. Still in the high water mark, actually. I'm glad, because I was literally gonna kick the dog out of myself for the next couple days. So let's keep going. This has turned out to be pretty successful. And I don't think I've ever really come down this late in the season. Let's keep going. Heavy hammer's doing the trick. 3-inch 4-shot heavy hammer.
I mean, they don't get many Canadas out there, so I'm sure that's kind of a prized bird for Titus. Probably why his heart was pounding so fast. Scotch double. Man, that was a good few ducks there. Some mallards in there too, it looks like. Definitely some mallards. You could hear them. See what he dropped. Looks like... Dang, his pattern is pretty wide at that range.
I hope I got him, because if I didn't, he's gonna be hard to get out of there. I was not expecting that. That is not what I was expecting.
Wonder what choke he's using. I know Titus was using mainly a full choke last season, but that almost looked like a modified pattern.
He did. I think it was both drakes. Woo! Baby! You gotta be kidding me. I did not plan on shooting mallards. Yes! Dude! 2 drakes. Stinking Scotch doubled on mallards. That was a big group. Oh, dude, that gets me more pumped than anything. You gotta be kidding. Baby,
nice.
Yes! Ugh. Oh, son. That's what I'm talking about. Yes! That jacks me up right there, son. That wakes me up. Oh, see, I hugged that side, thinking there might be some wood ducks around there with a stinking dozen mallards. I gotta get that thing free over in that. Baby, baby, baby. That's what I'm talking about.
Nice.
Yes. Oh. Okay, we got bigger problems to deal with here. Gotta focus on it. 2 fat greenheads, baby. Just stacked around that corner. Not saying that there's not mallards down here, but very rarely you see them, and if you do, too far away. They did not know I was coming. Oh, yes. Surprised as I was, they were surprised. Oh my goodness, dude. I got 4 stinking birds. This is a day, baby. Until I flip right now.
Damn.
Flip. Whoa.
I didn't realize they had that type of rough water in California.
Yes. I cannot believe this. I literally cannot believe this. You're like, why? Why are you getting so pumped on mallards? I don't think I have shot a mallard down here, guys. I come around that corner. So here's the thing. This is what I do. And this is from lots of mistakes and lessons. When you're coming around a corner, say that's making a right turn, I will hug the right side. That way, if there's something around there, when you come around, they're basically as surprised as you are. Which, one thing I would say about jump shooting on a river will get your heart rate up every single time, because you're just kind of casually going along. It's quiet. There's no one, you know, you feel like you're in your own world. And all of a sudden you come around a corner and just birds are, and it's just like your heart sinks through your chest. I almost shot, just pull-up shot and never aimed. Something clicked in my head, aim. And I aimed, I picked one out, which by that time it's getting farther away. And that's why it's so tough shooting out of a, like jump shooting out of a kayak, like coming around corners like that. For that reason, by the time you really pick one out, they're farther away if they're going away. But I picked one out and it stinking, I Scotch doubled on Drake Mallard. I thought one of them was hen. I didn't even care. But 2, baby. And then check out the markings on this one.
That is cool.
It's almost like he's getting...
There's a fat one too.
Oh, like, look at this.
Looks like the one on the right's quite a bit bigger.
Look at that. It's almost like... It's got like, it's like it's getting the markings of a hen. There's nothing else weird about it. Let's see. Yeah, everything else is the same.
Nice old fat greenheads.
That pumped me up. 2 Drake mallards. Toss is gonna, he's gonna freak out.
It is pretty crazy how much easier it is to jump shoot wood ducks versus mallards.
Nice bird. But we never think about, I mean, look how much bigger this one with the hen markings on his chest is, how much bigger, and oh, he's way heavier too. Look at the size difference. I mean, it's not an unbelievably difference, but it's a pretty good, solid.
Definitely noticeable.
This might be a good time to relax and just say, hey, check out our merch. If you haven't seen our merch, go to midvalleyim.com. I'm wearing actually one of our hoodies right now. Getting close to being sold out of these, but we got a bunch of other ones. And then obviously our hats. And I think we're sold out of those too, but we got a bunch of other camo colors. But anyways, just throwing that in there. Son, the old rig is getting it done. Dude, pumped. This is good. This is awesome. I might be having to come down here more in later season. I've been seeing a lot of birds cross over the river too, looking for spots and marking spots on onyx that I might want to set up in. Here's the ticket though. This is a midweek day. If you would come out here on a Saturday, don't expect this, because guys are out here fishing, other guys are hunting, and if they get in front of you, like I said, kiss it goodbye, because everything that I've jumped would have already been jumped and you wouldn't see one bird. So if you can get out in midweek, or you got some off days at work, that's the middle of the week, I would highly suggest going down to your river. That's when you can get the most birds. So let's keep going. Pumped. Thomas actually shot a band down here on a hen wood duck. I actually mounted that myself. I'll show you a little clip of that. And Travis did the drake. We did it on a nice little mount. We'll have to show you Thomas's collection
full mount
here soon, but
I'm still waiting on my banded wood duck.
I know there's some more good spots up here, so let's see. What a day. What
that was a awesome bag out of the kayak.
To be on the river where you feel like you're in your own world, and to shoot 2 drake mallards, a drake wood duck, and a honker. I mean, like, I never expected that when I came out here. So stoked. That feels good, honestly. This is the best probably river hunt I've had down here. I did miss another opportunity with the mallard. Drake mallard and a hen were around a corner. I wasn't quite ready. I didn't think they were going to jump quite then, and I didn't have my gun ready. But other than that, I got what I had a chance at, and that just, scotch doubling on those mallards just made my day. Like, 3's a pile, but 4 just looks really good. So I still had my kicks, high flyer, full choke on my gun.
So
I had the shot cam on. Hopefully I got those shots. Shooting my Browning A5, and I got a couple different angles with the GoPros, and front facing and the head mount. So anyways, my ride is waiting on me, my beautiful wife, and she is wanting me to hurry up, so I need to get going.
I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up there. There was a couple things I noticed that Titus did that I'd like to do myself. First off, when he jumped those mallards, he really, you have to have composure to do what he did. Just take one shot. He knocked down 2 birds, but it would have been really easy to just, dump the other 2 shells as well. But in fast moving water like that, especially with how thick the edges were there, if you drop 3 or 4 birds, good luck retrieving them, especially if, 1 or 2 is a cripple and he didn't have his dog. And like I said, the other thing I noticed was that he didn't have Rocky. I think we both love our Discovery 119s, but that is something to be cognizant of if you're gonna get into this kind of style of kayak hunting. You might have to leave your dog at home, because especially in rough water like that, I mean, just having a dog without having a really big kayak is going to be a tough thing to pull off. But awesome hunt from Titus. I hope to see more of these from him. I really, love this kind of kayak jump shooting style, especially when you can get a mixed bag like that. So if you guys haven't checked out his channel, I'd definitely highly recommend checking out Mid-Valley Mercenaries. And if you guys have any questions about anything in this video, leave in the comment section down below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. Hope everybody out there is staying safe. God bless, and thanks for watching.